Hello everyone and welcome to a new Tank Encyclopedia Hobbies video with me, Stan. Today we are reviewing another book, this time the M60A2 Main Battle Tank in Detail Volume 2 from Sabo Publications. Now, Sabo Publications is, I don't know if they're still in operation. They sent me these a long time ago. And they used to do these quite nice photo books covering a single vehicle. So this covers the M60A2, of course, as we're speaking. And they used to do a lot of these. I haven't seen any new stuff from them, and now they seem to have moved into doing only miniatures and selling those. But you can still find the books on Amazon. I think they're still selling them. So you can find them there, and they're also on Sprue Brothers, I think. We'll put some links in the description. Now, the In Detail series from them, which covered quite a couple of American vehicles, is basically it's fairly large. It's at 126 pages. It is a bit of a big photo book. And it's basically just that. They have a lot of pictures of that vehicle in service or in other circumstances. In the case of this book, it's split into two parts. The first part has operational photos, so from the M60A2s being used for training in Germany, in West Germany during the Cold War, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. And then the second part is a walk around from the Littlefield collection back when that was still existing, and they had an M60A2, and they do a walk around, and not only a walk around, but they also get inside the thing and they photograph a lot of things. And for the part in service, and most of their books have this, so the walk around thing, it's not that common, but all of their books have this in service section where they give various photos from the vehicle in service or after it was used. It is absolutely brilliant for you model kit builders, because it will show you how a real vehicle is weathered extremely well, and the amounts to which this weathering can go is astounding. Like, in this particular book, you have M60A2s, which are Cold War olive drab, which is a bit darker, and they get covered in so much dust that they are light tan on the whole, and the rest is dark olive brown, and it is amazing. So if you are into doing very detailed model kits and painting them so that they look real, this is amazing to give you an idea of how a vehicle would get dust on it, how it would get mud, how it would get various oil on it, and also how these would be influenced by the crew and the crew interacting with the vehicle. For example, on these M60A2s, there's a couple of photos showing one of the fenders and it having two clean streaks on them, because apparently the crews would get down from the vehicle by just crunching and then just sliding off the fender, and that would clean the fender. It would leave two clean marks, and the rest would be really dusty. So that is really interesting, and it's also very interesting just from a historical point of view to see these vehicles in use. I also had volume 1. I don't know where I put it, but I also had that one, and I note that what I was impressed with at the time was just how many photos of the M60A2 there were after it threw a track. Like, a lot, like a quarter of the photos were in operations to recover an M60A2 after it threw a track. Maybe those came from a person in the engineer battalion, I don't know. It can be. The second part, which is again not that common in their books, this is the first time I see it actually. So it shows one of the vehicles in a collection, and then they just go around it and into it, and describing various bits and pieces in quite amazing detail. So again, if you're into modeling, it can show you how to do some really nice details that are otherwise very hard to see, if not impossible. So if for that, this is an amazing book. And also, you know, if you want to do a 3D model of the thing, this will help you a lot, especially with the interior shots. But I'm guessing that's a far smaller crowd than the model kit builders. What I do not quite like about this book is that it lacks some meat on the bones. So you have these photos with their captions, which are really interesting, but there's kind of slapdashed. Like, I think this book would be really helped by having like 10 pages at the start, or maybe not even 10 pages, just 5, describing the vehicle and what the thought process behind it was, and just giving you a general design idea instead of just throwing you into it. That, I think, would have increased the quality and popularity of these types of books quite a bit. Because then you don't just have a photo book, you actually have a book that introduces you to the topic, and then the photos increase your knowledge for at least of the exterior, if not the interior as well. The quality of the print is exceptionally good. Like the photos are very well printed. The paper is really good. There's really good quality in that. The captions are okay. They're mostly quite descriptive. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what they're actually referring to because you have no idea what they're talking about. There's a couple of odd typos here and there, but it's nothing extraordinary. But yes, so these types of books exist. This one is about $35 on Amazon right now, although they don't ship to Romania, so if you're in a better part of the world, you have better luck. And if you are into model kit building and you want to learn how to do nice weathering, this is amazing. Like, really amazing. It will show you stuff that it will be very hard to see somewhere else. Otherwise, if you want to learn about the vehicle, the M60A2, this will only teach you some things if you already know a good deal about the vehicle. So it starts from the point where it assumes you already know some stuff or are familiar with armor and the vehicle in particular. Which is, again, something I don't exactly quite like, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is it. This is the M60A2 main battle tank in detail from Sabo Publications. If you like it, go ahead and buy it. There's a link in the description. If not, I can understand it. I don't. So I personally don't think I would have bought it for myself. I'm not into these kind of books. But I do know quite a couple of persons on the Tank Encyclopedia team who love this. And who would really love this. So yeah, this is it. It exists. I'm glad to tell you that it does. And with that, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Do stick around because Wolf is now doing a Japanese tank kit in a very big scale. And also check out our regular videos over on our main channel. Until next time, stand out, keep us in your sights.